Hello guys, it's Dan here with your weekly update. Just starting here with the German DAX, and we can see last few days we've had white candles, very choppy market. It's been very choppy for the well, really for weeks, since back in early April. Had a few good moves, but it has been a big move down. So generally, we're just finding a little bit of resistance and support and indecision. Really, we can sort of move a little sort of trend line across the lows and the highs here, and we can see a bit of a triangle formation. Of course, we have the Fed decision tonight at 7, 4th of May. May the 4th be with you. We're probably going to get a pretty big move on that, potentially. Who knows whether that will be up or down? Obviously, we have been red on PTS, and so there is the potential for more downside. If we break out of here, then who knows? We could be attacking those lows once more on the DAX. And really, a bit of a similar story on the Dow on Wall Street. No white candles for the day. There are sort of intraday on the kind of 4-hour, but we do have one of our kind of indicators here with a trend predictor down. It's not sort of closed. It needs to close tonight at 10 o'clock. When the markets close, but yeah, we could see some more downside. Very choppy the last few days. We've come back down to these kind of lows a few days ago, and bounced ever since. Bit of a reversal candle here, so we're remaining flexible in the stock markets. Probably the weakest, most affected market is the Nasdaq, and we like to trade this, but equally we have as I've labeled up here, a white candle indicating choppy markets. We have made that all-important new low, which we talked about, I think, last week, where the candle closed below these here. Yeah, it's very bearish indication. So we'll see Fed announcements tonight, see what what happens with that. Like all sort of Fed and FOMC meetings, it's quite binary, it's quite 50-50. So we normally sort of sidestep them when we're trading, unless there's something really obvious. Wait for market reactions. They tend to trade in a kind of 1, 2, 3, so they might rally up and then sell off, and then finally we get the real move up potentially. So we'll see. Other markets interested in are the euros. So EURCAD here. It's been a huge move down in all of the sort of euro pairs. Really, we've had continual selling, and it's been very nicely trending, weeks and weeks and weeks of down. But we're starting now at these lows. You can see on our storyteller here, we're just losing momentum here, and we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves here. So just wondering if we might just have a bit of a pop-up. It will probably be, if it gets going, quite hard and fast. Nothing to do but to perhaps wait for a green daily storyteller for you longer term traders. But us day traders, we're looking at potentially this rallying. It's been rallying today. If we look at the sort of intraday, we had a reasonably nice move up, kind of bouncing here. You can see from a key fib area, this 61.8, just sort of bouncing here, but it hit the daily moving averages and the 200 period moving average here on the 1 hour, which has acted or act as resistance. You can see here just that 8 period moving average. We've hit that and just come off a little, but yeah, potential is for more upside with those kind of divergences. Equally, the Euro USD is quite similar. not quite as sort of divergent on the day, but it's very oversold. I mean, incredible down move. And if we sort of pan out here, I mean, you can see I've drawn up a bit of an Elliott wave there from old. But if we go to kind of the weekly charts here, yeah, we've gone below this low. I think we might even have to pan out to monthly charts, and we're right at this sort of previous lows here. So just wondering, a little bit separated from the moving averages here on the monthly. Big monthly candle, big move down, of about 500 or so pips. So just expecting a bit of a rally at some stage, and we can see that on our sort of 4-hour charts, where we're losing momentum here on our storyteller, starting to turn green. So we're just going to have a bit of a push up for you sort of day traders. Who knows, it could be reasonably sizable, even getting up to 10,700 zone here to the previous lows. And that's quite nice. So, focus really on some euro price action here, which is good. Another market I'm still trading and still in is the Aussie New Zealand. It's just been a cracker. We've talked about this a few weeks in a row, and it's just continually going. We broke out here. You can see on the daily we had a new green buy, which I was talking about last week, and we've pushed up absolutely beautifully. Good 150 pips since last week, which is great. Just a reminder then, it's really from a kind of bit of a breakout of a sort of trend line here. We're breaking above, new momentum trigger on the monthly. Do we start trending after an incredible period of real sort of consolidation, sideways movement? Do we start trending up nicely on this Aussie New Zealand? That is the potential. Then we just have a very quick look at gold. Gold, really interested in for potentially for some more downside. If we look at the daily chart, we're still red on the PTS here, but a big gap to sort of fill here. I'm not sure if that's might actually be a lack of data from IG here, but we are now kind of at that gap fill. So we're just rallying a little bit, looking for, in terms of next move, and maybe a rally up into these moving averages, up to sort of maybe 1900 or that sort of zone, to see if we can get another sell signal. So yeah, been looking for those in terms of day trades. Quick look then at crude oil. Here, crude oil, we've got this big symmetrical triangle here, you can see, and we're trying to make a move, but it's just white candles at the moment. We're still very sideways, but we are getting to, and there's a couple of sort of trend lines here, getting to, kind of decision time where, is it going to break up and go into the next move up, or do we continue down and try and break these lows? When we've got a triangle like this, it really is, we wait for a clearer signal. PTS is giving us a nice white candle, telling us, to be a bit patient and wait for the next move. Then just a quick one for you, Boohoo Group. Wow, saw it in the news today. Hadn't looked at this sort of previously, but what a move down this has had. It's just sold off after they've had really bad numbers. What a chart, and what a great sort of momentum, PTS momentum trigger this was on the monthly here. For you swing traders, real longer term traders, something like this, it hadn't really made one since June, back in May, 2014. So first momentum trigger down there on our storyteller, PTS, and it's just sold off, and absolutely sold off hard. I think from, was it $217 down to $70? So big move down. Do we get a little bit of people buying now? And we could see that certainly losing a bit of momentum. Yeah, it's really down in its lows, but we don't want to fight it too much. This downward move, because there's probably still space to move down, but best to probably wait for a bit of a rally before we get into selling again. We'll follow the PTS, really. It's nice and red. So just some update there on a few of the markets that I'm interested in. I hope that's useful, and get ready for the Fed. You may be watching this in the next few days and probably see the result, and we'll come out of these kind of consolidation candles, these white candles. Yeah, have a good rest of your day. Thanks then.